Hello everyone, I'm KB and welcome to Kilobit. Finally, it's 2017 and I'm bringing you the best of best Android emulators for the Windows and Mac OS. It will work with the both Windows and Mac OS. I have 4 emulators, but 3 of them will work with the Mac. So let's start the countdown with the Andy. So this is the Andy and it is available for the Mac and Windows both OS. So let's explore few features inside this what we have. So it is a Jelly Bean version of Andy and it's just fully tablet mode Android emulator, so really cool. And you have a few basic settings and things inside this. It does not support the multiple instances, but it is really fast. It also has a key mapping tool for, if you want to play a game with keyboard, so you have to map the keys first. So it has a limited key mapping tool. You can set it as auto. It will automatically download the preset for that game you have downloaded inside the Andy, and you can also do the manual, and you cannot customize anything inside the key mapping tool. So it is limited key mapping tool inside the Andy, and everything works fine. And as you know, I have tested these emulators for 1 year, so this is perfect emulator and works with Windows and Mac and really fast. But the Jelly Bean version, we have got the Jelly Bean version. So that's all for this, and I haven't found any bugs inside this. And this is really cool. So let's jump into the next emulator. So this is a MEmu emulator and it is really amazing emulator, and in 2016 it was the #1 emulator for me in 2016 countdown. Okay, so let me show you the very best and first best thing about this. It has a multiple MEmu launcher. You can launch multiple instances, either 100 or 10 of them. I have created 3 of them, and it has also really 3 variety of the Android version: Android Lollipop, Android KitKat, and Android Jelly Bean. So I'm running a Android Lollipop. As you can see there's a stop sign, and I can start all of them. Android JB, KK, and this is the most powerful thing inside the MEmu. Let me show you. Let's go to the full screen first. Okay, so it is also in tablet mode, and about tablet, and as you can see there, Android version 5.1.1. it has you can run Android KitKat, Android Jelly Bean, and Android Lollipop, all 3 of them in one emulator. So this is the 3-in-1 emulator, and this is really best Android emulator that you will ever find. And let's talk about the few more things. It has advanced settings like CPU, and you can also give a more RAMs like 4 gig, 5 gig or 8 gig, where how much RAM you have, you can give it. And you can also change the resolution and etc things. And you can also have, there is a lot of option inside this. You can also select a shared folder between your PC and your Android emulator. Let's talk about the gaming. So it does not support lots of heavy games, but it has a advanced key mapping tool. You can customize your game controller as the way you like to make it, or how you want to control it. So you can customize that, and it is really advanced key mapping tool. It has some bugs, that's why it is in the number 3. So let's head over to the second number. So this is a Koplayer, and it is really monster emulator. It is really fast, and it is a Android KitKat. It is really fast, and its developer aim to make it a gaming emulator. It has a advanced key mapping tool. You can map any game that you want. You can control your games with your keyboard. Really cool, really unique feature for most of the Android emulator have the key mapping tool. So this is really cool, and it supports the heavy games like the Modern Combat. If you have a question in my mind, does it support the Modern Combat or something like that yes, it does support the modern combat. As you can see, Marvel of Champions is also really heavy game, and it is supported by this. Really cool. It is nearly 2 GB of game, and I have downloaded, and I have also done gaming with this. So as you can see, it is working fine. It is really heavy game, and it is supporting this game. Really cool. So let's go back, and I'm gonna talk about little more things. So it is available for the Windows and Mac. So this is the best emulator for the Mac, the Koplayer. Koplayer is the best emulator for the Mac and also for the Windows, but there is one more emulator for Windows which is better than this. So let's jump into that. So this is the Nox, and this is the best Android emulator for me, and I always use this one, and this is my primary emulator. I use Nox and Koplayer the most of that time because they are really stable and really fast. Nox is also a Android KitKat version, as you can see, 4.4.2, and it also supports the modern combat and all heavy games in Android. So yeah, it is really cool. Koplayer and Nox are really best, but what as you know, I have tested these emulators for 1 year, so I'm using them for 1 year, and finally the Nox player is the best Android emulator for the Windows PC, and this is just amazing, fast, super fast, and I never found any glitch inside this. So that's why this is the #1 emulator for me, and all 4 of them really cool. You'll never find any other emulator like these. And as you can see, I'm downloading the Goat Simulator MMO, so it is also really heavy game and it does support. That's why I'm downloading this, and I am planning to play this, and I'm downloading from the Amazon Underground app. So really cool. This will going to be a really good fun. This also has a key mapping tool, and you can save the presets, and after you do the key mapping, and you can also play the as you can see, GPS location. As you can see, there is a GPS sign logo, which means you can also play the Pokemon Go inside this emulator. Really cool. It has all of the features that you need in Android emulator, and you will be able to play all of the games, your loving games inside this. It does support all of the games, heavy games to lighter games, and I haven't found any glitches inside this. So that's why this is the best Android emulator for 2017 yet. So that's all, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I will put link in the description for all of these emulators, and as I told you, there are no other emulators like this, not even a BlueStack or etc things. If you like the BlueStack, you can use that, but because that is the best Android emulator, because that was the first Android emulator which allow us to play the Android games in PC. So that is really cool. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye.